Welcome to another Label Interviews. We're here today with VC Bob. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's very kind of you.
We've got obviously a lot of exciting things coming up in the next month, exec elections being the main one.
Yeah.
Why are exec elections so important to students across the campus?
So, first and foremost, because the student voice here is really important. In my whole time, Loughborough students have taken the exec elections really seriously, because I work very closely with the President of the Union. My immediate colleagues work closely with other members of the exec, and that's all about providing the best possible student experience and providing a fantastic opportunity for students who want to come and study here. But there's one other thing that I always think about, and of course that is that we're proud to have a diverse, multicultural, international student community. There will be some students at this university where to vote in the exec elections will be the first time they have had the opportunity to exercise their democratic right, because the countries that their home is in won't allow them to do that. And of course, if they return home, they will return to a regime where that will continue to be the case. And I think that one of the things that's really important here for us on the campus, and particularly for LSU, is to give those students the opportunity at one point in their life to feel what it's like to be empowered to elect someone under a democratic process, and all the stronger for that.
Considering that diverse and kind of multicultural impact across campus, do you think there are any important themes or topics that candidates should be discussing over this period?
I certainly think that there are, yeah. I mean, the first is thinking through what their role is going to be in supporting Loughborough students. LSU Elections are about a group of people who become elected to represent the student community and support the student community. There's thinking about how LSU is going to work with the university. What many students don't know is Loughborough Students' Union, legally as an entity, is completely independent from the university. And that independence is important. So one of the things that all the SABs need to do is think through how they're going to work with the university. And the final thing is, you may know, but some students won't know, that a couple of years ago Loughborough students in a referendum decided to disaffiliate from the National Union of Students. Now, that gives Loughborough Students' Union a very significant independent voice. And what SABs should do on behalf of the student and wider university community here is think about how they're going to use that voice to influence national policy and national agendas that influence or that impact on young people who have decided to go into higher education.
And with that impact with the university and the kind of communication there, what areas are the university looking to improve upon in their kind of communication and relationship with the LSU exec?
So I think there's an opportunity for us to think through what LSU offers to students, clubs, societies, dare I say it, FND, big nights out, and what the university has at its heart, that is the academic opportunities, how they come together to allow students to get the very most out of things like personal best. I think it's also about the exec thinking through what their manifesto and agenda items are going to be. One of the things that always fascinates me about individuals when they're standing for election is they have many manifestos with many deliverables and many points. What life tells me is if you try and do too much, you achieve very little. But if you have one or two things which for you are really important, you put those high on the agenda, and that you work hard to deliver those, you can make positive change.
And kind of finally, is there anything that you're really excited to see at the university this year, whether it's with the new exec or just generally across campus?
So, first and foremost, the new exec are going to be at the heart of delivering the start of the build for the new Students' Union. That's going to be one of the most significant capital developments that have happened here in the last 25 years. So the exec working with the students and working with the university are going to be in the position where they will proudly be able to say, whatever that new students' union looks like, that they were one of the groups that were at the heart of delivering that. The other one, which I'm bound to mention, is, we're hugely fortunate at Loughborough. We're currently one of this country's top 5 universities. When I speak to politicians, when I speak to people who have influence, for example, in the media, your LSU media, they often go, wow, I didn't know that. One of the things that LSU and the exec can do is work with the university to maintain our unrivaled position as the top university in the country for the student experience, maintain our position as a top 5 or top 10 university. And can I be clear, I don't want to do that just because of league table position. We do what we do despite league tables, not because of them. But what league tables do, maybe for young people who are considering whether Loughborough is going to be the university they come to, maybe for their families and mums and dads, it sets a context within which we have a head start over most other universities in this country. And the interesting thing, and sometimes maybe students and the LSU exec won't think about it quite like this, influences the staff who will come and work here as well. So LSU and the exec have a golden opportunity to work with the university to maintain that unrivaled position, and in doing that, they're having some impact on the quality of the staff that we can attract to come and work here, and through that, of course, the quality of lecturing and learning and teaching.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for those thoughts. Hopefully the exec elections go well overall, and good luck to all of the candidates. So thank you very much for watching.